Alright, people, we inside. Which of the following an example of 3 discrete variables. So this is statistics, all the preparation you need for CSEC. Maths, statistics, paper 1, multiple choice. You know, this is what's coming. Those who are familiar already, Ren, Stephanie, Spanish, Shemaine, Jared, Ian, all the usual suspects. Don't forget to press like, X off the live chat, press like, come back on, ting, ting, ting. Which are the following are examples of discrete variables. So let me get some answers here. So what's the difference between, there are 2 types of variables here, you're learning for CX, is discrete and what's the next one, buddy? Discrete and continuous, that is it, then? Anybody out here know to spell continuous, boy? There's 2 U's. Continuous. Yeah, boy. So today was a long day. Yeah, it's 2 U's this in Google. Continuous. So these are the 2 types of variables you have. Discrete variables. Let me see what kind of answers people saying. I get no answers there. Nicole, everybody that's saying the hellos and things, this kind of greetings. Okay, sorry, let me do the greetings first. Tiana, Avant, Liana, Antonio, Navita, Nicole, Krishona, Brandon, Tamia, Keisha, and Destiny. Shout out to everybody in the live today. Don't forget to press like. So, discrete and continuous. Yeah. So, what answers we looking at for question 1? Which are the following example of 3 discrete variables? Somebody says B. Discrete. So when the book coming out 1st of June. Discrete. That's the maths multiple choice book that I'm doing. Shania's, yeah. So Cassie, where's the word? Adapt. Where's the word? Where's the word adapt? Please, no suspension material today. Adapt, you not see the video. Look, people see the videos, people saying cut fresh and thing. But people not saying answers. By the way, if you're watching the video after the stream, it's take a little while for it to get going. That's why double tap, fast forward thing. Alright, people saying A, B. Alright, like people don't know what discrete mean. So the difference between discrete variable and continuous variable is like this. Discrete variables, to get them, you need to count. You need to this one, that one, this one, and that one. Discrete. Continuous variables, you can't really count them per se. The better thing is like measuring them. So that's one way to discriminate between the 2, to distinguish between the 2. The next way to distinguish is discrete variables have distinct categories, distinct numbers. Handwriting, atrocious, distinct. A little go and show nobody this handwriting. I don't even know what the category. And continuous variable, it kind of merges, it kind of just flows from one to the other. So there's no specific cut off points. So this is best explained with an example. So discrete. Test grades, is that discrete? Yes, because you're getting A, B, C, or D. Or A minus, A plus, you're getting 1s, 2s, 3. All again 1s, no 2s. So just 1s all again. So, but you understand what I'm saying? It can either be a 1 or a 2. It can't be a 1.5. We don't deal like that. It's either A, a B, a C, again, nothing else. You can get A minus, alright, but that just make a next category. So distinct categories. So this works. This is discrete. So anyway, you see that is discrete. What about gender? Is gender discrete? Well, these days, all kind of things happening out here. But from a traditional approach, yes, male and female, right? Male, female. Discrete, right? Male, female. That is what we know, right? So male gender, female gender. We're talking about from the point of view of sex, right? So you have the male gender and female gender, discrete, different categories. Even people who adding in other categories, adding in distinct categories, right? So yeah, that's discrete. Amount of money in your pocket, is that discrete? Yes. That's a discrete variable. That's a solid number. Wait now, this answer have the most amount of variation. And A is the answer. By the way, this is a question type that CXC can bring, because CXC to do that with a new multiple choice. This is why I'm going along this approach. Bringing testing here on word and meaning, kind of English thing. So the testing meaning of discrete. Do you know the meaning of continuous variable? So I'm making sure Ollie could handle that if it comes. Right? So amount of discrete, there is a specific number. You can count it. You can count it. Time is not discrete. Here the argument why time is not discrete. Time could be anything. Bam is something now. Bam is something now. It could be 7:59. You could never. The lag. Internet sticking. BRB. How much people on the internet? What's really going on here, right? Yeah. Work. My job. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Yo! How are you looking now? Start over the lives. We didn't reach anyway, then I no reason to start over. Let me know how you're looking now. Why isn't the chat to follow scene, Megan? So here the argument why time is not discrete. Time is not discrete because it's a continuous flow of time. You understand what I'm saying? It's just a continuous flow of time. There's no time A, time B, time C. We don't move, so we don't just move into one state into the next state. No, it's a continuous flow. Continuous flow. It good now? Nice. So, which are the following examples of three discrete variables? We already established that the answer looking like A. But so this is not one. Nah. Right here. So there's a big nah. The number of students present. Is that discrete? Yes. That is a discrete variable. Because you can't get a flow between you can't get 1.3 students present unless you're in some kind of murderous class or something, I don't know, cutting up people or something. You don't get 0.3 of a student, right? That is something we tested maths actually. Some past people actually tested that in a way. You don't give your answers 1.3 students for most cases. You need to round it off. Gender, we already established that this is discrete. Height is not discrete. Height is the next thing like time. It could be anything. It's not like different categories. It could be anything. You could be 140 cm. You could be 140.1 cm. 140.000000001 cm. Right? I'll remember to press like. Type of cards in a deck. Is that discrete? Yes, because there's a specific number that you can count. Distance. Is that discrete? No. Distance is not discrete. Height is not discrete. Weight is not discrete. So all of these things that you like, you measure. That's the giveaway. That's the dead giveaway. Continuous variables. They have this kind of measuring characteristic to you. Like you have to measure it again. So you don't just watch somebody and count the height. But you can watch a card, you could watch the cards in a deck. Why isn't it chat if you understand what I'm saying? And you could count that. So that's the difference between continuous and discrete. Fold up that, put it in your front pocket. Now you go on to the next question. So far that was the most miserable question to do. Ooh, tired. I went down south today. Palmas. Line with some youths down there. shoot a whole video, all kind of thing. It was vibes. Maybe might post it on the channel. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? The standard deviation of heights in a class of 40 students. The girls is 2.5 and the boys is 7.2. Which of the following statements is true? So this is like a kind of question what they could bring for you on standard deviation. They brought this a year or two ago in a paper too. They brought this standard deviation thing. So standard deviation can be asked, but they wouldn't ask you how to find it out. They didn't ask you how to arrive at this number. Too much. Although I explain how to do that in a few videos on YouTube already. They will ask you what does standard deviation mean for the variable it is defining. So what it means, what does the number mean? And standard deviation talks about ways with butter and bread. It talks about the spread, man. It talks about the spread. The spread of the variables. Spread of the statistics. So people saying D. Which of the following statements is true? All of the boys are 47.9 units tall. That ain't true. There is a height difference of 70, this minus that, between the boys and girls. If you don't know standard deviation, you might pick the answer. But that ain't true. That has nothing to do with nothing. A randomly picked girl will be closer to the average height of a girl than a randomly picked boy to the average height of a boy. That is true. Standard deviation means this. You see how the girl's standard deviation is 2.5? It means like their spread of variables will look like this. This is the average girl height right here. The spread of the variables is tight. Most of the girls are around the average height. That is what standard deviation tells you. The boys will be more like this. So if there's the average height for the boys here, it have not everybody around the average. You see some really tall, some really short. Why isn't it chat if you catch us? Once you catch the gist of that and you can put it in your own words, you're safe for standard deviation, for CSEC. So catch the gist of that. Standard deviation explains the spread in relation to the average, the mean. So a randomly picked girl will be the average height of a girl than a random, closer to the average height of the girl than a randomly picked boy to the average height of the boy. Perfect sense. Perfect sense. Sit down and marinate on that. If you list the height of the boys in numerical order, there will be a standard variation of 7.9 units between the height. This isn't saying nothing. I don't know what standard variation means. This isn't saying nothing. That's just to negating to pick if you didn't know what it means. Right? So the answer is C. Cool, we're getting some wise. Something like this could come in paper 3. Yes, they could give you the information at the end and ask you, what does the standard deviation mean? So please, 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 at least just understand what standard deviation means. Spread, spread. Remember that word. Spread. Alright, let's do number 3 and 4. I'll turn off the whole thing, yes. So today we are doing statistics. Keep in mind the book is coming out on June the 1st. With all the questions I need to revise. All the questions we're doing for the last 2.5 weeks. Plus extra, plus solutions. Ideal book to just revise through all the topics in mathematics for the July posse. Number 3. Which of the following statements is false? Number 4. Which word matches up to its meaning the best? So more understanding of the different terms in statistics here. This is why I'm bringing this, to give you an idea of what to revise, what to study, what to always keep in your mind. CSEC can bring different stuff based on this, and it seems like they're going along with this kind of definition, use of the term meaning kind of questioning. So we'll see if I'm right when July comes. We'll see if I'm right. I usually am. Is this like a range? Which of the following statement? What? Boy, still looking sharp. Thank you. Thank you. I find my barber house literally. I pull up in front of the man's house, yes? Organize your friend, organize your soldier. Are you doing a book for admats? I don't know if I'll have the time for that. Can't make any promises. You know, I say yes, man, and everything is yes for the people, but sometimes I bite off more than I can chew. 4SD, people saying 4SD or A. How much people on the stream? Let me know. I don't know what kind of numbers you're dealing with today. 4D, 3A. So people are answering 4, but they're exiting 3. So again, AD kind of scenario. 219. What? We have numbers out here. Let me see how the lights looking. 142. We can do a little better with the fees, people. Some people not paying their fees. Alright, so which of the following statements is false? Bar graphs are better suited for continuous data. That is false. Bar graphs have a space between them, like this. Bar graphs is more for discrete data, by meaning like grades, like them kind of, or like you have mango here, you have fig here, you have grapes here, that kind of thing. You understand? Specific, and you have a frequency on this side. Really live shot. And if it's the reading, straight coming back. Oh Lord. CSEC spy. Figure out where I live and coming and playing with more connection. Not today, Satan. Alright, so which of the following statements is false? So we explain why this is false. And that's, so that means that's your answer. Which word matches up to its meaning? Let's just check the others. There's usually even spacing between the columns in a paragraph. Yes, that is true. Yes. The whole thing disappeared. Yes, there's usually even spacing. The height of the column in a paragraph denotes frequency. Yes. You can find the mean of the data in a histogram. Yes, you can find the mean. Right? Even in a paragraph. So the false thing is A. Which word matches up to its meaning the best? I need to open my phone to keep checking this thing. Yeah, so which word matches up to its meaning the best? Mode to average value. Well, that's off. That's off. Mean to middle value. That's off. That's off. What kind of answers we getting for 4? 4 is the median most occurred value. That's off. Range, difference between the highest and lowest. That's why the person was saying range just now. Yes, that's all. That's hot. That's hot. Pop out chat on. If that help my chat refresh and catch back itself there. Yes, CSEC done. Alright, the chat catch back itself. Alright, so we inside. Let's get the next questions, people. Glad to have you all. We're doing big things out here. We're going and get these ones. Let's get these ones, people. Every day we hustling. Every day we hustling. The following diagram is used for question 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fine. Let's get, alright. Number 5 is like a no-brainer. But yes, indeed, CSEC does ask questions like that. CSEC can ask you with about more than them kind of ridiculous things. So obviously it's 7. Let me just go for the next question and stop with this foolishness. How many children took part in? Alright, so I go for some more real questions out here. And I'm going to bother to explain question 5. I expect greatness from you all. Watch how I can get to minimize the thing. Pressure in the camp. Pressure in the camp. Save the photos. Boom. Select. You come across here. And they could still see that. Boom. Load up the next photo like this. Like this. Boom. So let's see number 6, 7, 8. Let me make it a little bigger for the Zoom squad, Zoom committee. Let's get the answers for 6, 7, and 8. Mode is frequently occurring. Right. Don't forget to press like. In some of the critical questions for CXC right now, where statistics is concerned. How many children took part in the survey? So the answer here is 7. 7. The mode, the one that is the most, right? Whatever it is. So how many children took part in the survey? They just assume some things here. How many children took part in that survey? What do you feel like? 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 2 is 9, plus 5 is 14, plus 1, 15. 6A. Now you get some answers for 7. What is the average age of students in the survey? What's the average age of a student in the survey? How do you find the average given this kind of looking biography? But whatever. Although they don't have the space, they're not doing like it's not like continuous data here. It's like specific ages they're looking at. Understand what I'm saying? So in a way, this age here turning into a discrete variable. Although age can be a continuous variable as well. What is the average age of students here? 4, 5.877. You can just watch this and know the answer to be 5.8. It can be 4. And it can be 7. Maybe it can be 9. It can be 7. That'll be somewhere around here. And this is how you call the average earlier. Pay attention. I'm only going to do this once. So to call the average, the mathematical side, now you can just watch this and hold on a B and just walk away. Right? But like you can kind of gauge it now. You can say, well, this and this might be like that and most of that. So the answer must be somewhere like in between 5 and 6. What do you have? 5.8? Yeah. And all the rest is making no sense. That's how you can watch it and gauge the average. But the actual way to find it out is you'll be like 3 by 4. You have 3 of the 4s. You have 4 of the 5s. 4 by 5. You have 2 of the 6s. 2 by 6. You understand what I'm doing? 5 of the 7s you have. 5 by 7. And then you have 1 of the 8s. 1 by 8. Now remember, you don't have calculator. So 12, 20, 12, 35, 8. So 20 and 20 is 40. So this is 75, 87 or something like that. 87 divided by how many students? 15. 87 divided by 15, 5, close to 90. Close to 90. 90 would make it 6. So 5.8. Catch what I'm saying? So this is the way how to do it. Take a little time, zone in on this method, like how you'd find the average of a situation like this. Because it can show up. We have seen average and mean show up with things similar to this. What is the median age of students in the survey? Median age of students in the survey. Median means middle. Let's see if I've seen any answers for 8 in the chat. 8B. 8B. Jaden says B. Omri says B. Spanish says B. Mikhail says B. Anthony says C. But most of the answers, people getting them together. The median age of students in the survey. So median is different than mean. Median is different than average. Median means middle. So what I do to work out this is like, you have 1 here, you have 3 here. So I need to get 3 out of the 7, well 2 out of the 7 to reach there. You understand what I'm saying? Like in my mind, that's what I'll do. 4 here, 4 there. It means the mean is somewhere there. The median is somewhere there. 6B. The median is one of those 6s. You have what? 2. So it's 2 of them. 6 and 6 is 12 divided by 2 is 6, right? The median is 6. So it's like you're crossing off and they do it like this, meaning for you to do it in your mind quickly instead of trying to write out 3 4s, then 4 5s, and write out all the numbers and then start crossing out like your primary school thing, that would take time. That will take time. So you need to be able to like do it in the graph one time. So like I cross out this one, I cross out this one. I cross out this one, I cross out 1 out of the 7. Cross out 1 here, cross out 1 there. But instead do it in a bulk. So 3 and 4 make 7, and I cross out 7 here. Because 5, did I cross out 7? 3 and 4 make 7. 5 and 1 makes 6. And 7 here, so the median actually is 6. You don't need to add it to it, it's just 6. Why isn't it, chat? If you understand that technique, please take that technique as sticking again. No, I'm not sticking. Excellent connection. Immediately when I stick in, I would know. I think I would know before you, because YouTube will send me a warning. 2 people say lag though. So maybe it's stick and I didn't even realize that the notification pop up and I missed it. Maybe. Alright, so let me go on to the next one. If it's taking a little while to sink in on you, I see mostly Y's there. Almost all Y's. I see the ends. I see 3, 4 ends. 5. I'll need you all to check it over. Now, this is an interactive class. As even though there's 247 of you all here, feel free to ask questions. Like if you don't understand something I say there, ask a specific question. If you ask me to do it over, I don't have the time to do it over. If you ask me to a specific question, I have real time to answer specific questions, right? So let me know. Zion a little, I don't know, in a bad mood. So they can hear him whimpering in the background. Yeah, as I say, as is my mantra, if you have a problem in mathematics, you need to learn how to ask your problem. How is it 6? How is it 6? That's like asking me, how is it the answer? That's not really asking your problem. Alright, I need to, I'm losing my files here. It's playing. Alright, okay. I have something for this. 3, 4. Close this one. Cancel. Open a new one. So I just going to reload the old photo now. What people asking me, right? Right, so the question was, did we get a specific question on this? The concept I don't understand for the median. Alright, so to get the median, alright, well let me break it down for you. This means we have 3 people who are 4 years old. 4, 4, 4. We have 4 people who are 5 years old. 5, 5, 5, 5. We have 2 people who are 6 years old. 6, 6. 5 people who are 7 years old. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. 1 person who is 8. 8. How are you finding the median of this? Cross, cross. 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 The median is that top 60. That's the median. You can do this on the graph. You can visualize like there's a 4 here, a 4 here, and a 4 there. So I'm just visualizing this technique of finding the median on the graph. So I'm saying like I'm xing out these 3 4s, I'm xing out 1 here and 2 of the 7s. Let me x out the rest of 7, so that's like 5 and 1 is 6. So I can bring this up here now. Then I'll x out this 1 and this 1, so just the 6 up there is remaining. That's what I'm doing. So that's how you find the median. Now that was a pretty specific question, but you see how I can answer something when you ask a question. People who are bad in maths fall behind. One of the reasons is because they don't know how to ask the right questions. If you're not good in something, you need to know how to ask the right questions. The onus is on you how to ask the right questions and get it out of your teacher. So, sir, why you bring this across here? Sir, where that negative sign come from? So, why you open all the brackets? So, how you factorize this part again? So, I understand up to this line, but that line there, what happened there? That is the questions you have to ask. Do not ask to do over the lesson. Do not reach late for your maths class and then say, sir, we can do over this topic. No, no, that's not a fair question. All right, so let me look out for the next questions. What was the age of this true average? What is the median? Right, so we do all of that. Jenny's. All right, so we enter new things. We're in the promised land here. New things. Number 9 and 10. Let me take a little peep at the chat as soon as I post this picture here. Boom. That's Zai. See hombre. Yeah, by Maths with Kerwin Murray. Alright, okay. This nickname's getting ridiculous. Bex, well, tell her the name and don't be rude. I missed some kind of thing that went on there. Okay. So do volume, please. We do that already. You missed that class, bro. Go and look up measurements. What is the name of the book? The book that I'm coming out with? The Question Bank. Tomorrow is camp? Nope. What is the... Right. So, okay. People answered already. 9C, 10C. 9C, 9A, 9D, 9C, 9 getting difference. What is her median score? You know what some people is do? Just do this. 5. Answer is A. What is wrong with the people who do this? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You're killing off the wrong numbers. Why are you killing off the wrong numbers? The first thing they tell you in standard 5 form 1, 2, 3, arrange them in numerical order. It could be going up or going down, but they must be in order. So sometimes they get lucky and it's still not to be the right answer, but sometimes they just have the wrong answer waiting for you. So arrange them in order first. So it's 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7. Double check and make sure you have the right amount. 3, 3, 3, 6, 9. Start to cross out. Bam, bam, dang, dang. The answer is actually 6. And there are a good few people in the chat who was giving me the A answer because they start crossing off one time. Don't do that. Don't do me that. Don't do yourself that. Don't do CSEC that. Don't do your mother that. Don't do your father that. Don't do your family that. Don't do your generation. Don't do your race that. Don't do your country that. Right? You're bringing yourself down. Don't do that. Right? You need to arrange it in numerical order first before doing the median. As a math teacher, I just go down on my knees and tell people this and see it put back to me in the same exam. Same day. I don't know. What was her mean score? So the mean you add up all, so that's maths. So you actually have to add up all these numbers. There's no two ways around it. You have to add up those numbers. So there we go. 5 and 7 is 12, and 7 is 19, and 4 is 23, and 5 is 28, and 4 is 32, 39, 45, 51. Am I getting 51? To be how many numbers? You have 9. Yeah, it's close to. It's not 5, but it's not 6. So I go into the B. I don't know what to tell you, but I go into the B. Oh, go lag again. I see the lag error. Lag. Who's spamming? I've not seen anybody spamming. Oh, Jaden. Jaden, take it down, Bossland. Jaden, Bossland, take it down, Bossman. Don't spam. Alright, let me just wait for this lag to roll out. It's kind of rolling out. I think it rolled out. What really going on in the internet, boy? All the next thing you see me on news inside Flow office getting on mad. And that restrain me. What was her mean score? Right, so we add up and we divide by 9. And between 5 and 6, nobody had time to go and check and make sure I 2/3. 6. Yeah, 45 to 51 is 6. 6 over 9 is 2/3. Right, so answer is B. Add up all, divide. Double check. Come back and double check in case you make some kind of mistake. What was her modal score? That is some easy thing there. That is the most score. I don't know them with them questions. I just really don't know. Anyway, pray that it come. Because if they ask you a question like modal, just smile and walk to the bank, man. Modal means the mode, right? The mode. The score that was the most was obviously 7 because you had 3 of them. So the modal score is 7. If the mean, alright, so this is a kind of question here. This one. This is one that CSEC likes to ask. Now, what's the numbers again? 4, 4, 5, 5. The numbers are 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7. So they're asking if the mean, why doing by this has nothing to do with that? Alright, so ignore that. That was for 9, 10, 11, them scores. So this has nothing to do with that. But yes, we still talking about 12 being a very important critical question. In fact, 12 can get a slide of its own. And now I've seen the usual suspects then answering 12 already. We have some geniuses out here. But for those who are struggling with 12, don't worry. The current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. All kind of fancy thing here. Oh, I probably change that setting here that pause in the back now. I will deal with that after the stream. Maybe I causing this on myself, maybe trying to come at some kind of super thing here. Maybe I causing my own problems. Because this thing never used to lag. It used to just break. Like if the internet cut off, it would just cut off. Like, and that had to do with, I don't know, that was a discrete problem, but now it's a continuous problem. You catch what I'm saying? If the meaning of 4, 8, x and 12 is the mean, if the mean of 4, 8, x and 12 is 10, then the value of x is what? Mean. So mean says we add up all these numbers, divide by 4, and we get 10. Now I can watch this now and see 4 and 8, 12, trying to get the mean to be 10. So what I do sometimes, if I'm feeling lazy to do the addition, I'll show you the next way. I'll be like, how much is this from the mean and how much is that from the mean? Then how much is this from the mean? So like if the mean can be 4, I could just watch them numbers and see that. And I doubt is 16. I doubt the missing number is 16. I doubt the missing number is 4 because the mean needs to be 10. So I kind of draw these arrows wrong. How much is 4 from the mean? How much is 8 from the mean? How much is 12 from the mean? 12 is like 2. So we have 2 on this side of the seesaw. Some people, this will really appreciate it. Some people who don't really see the maths like spatially and things, they're like, what is going on here? Don't worry, I'll come and tell you just now. How much is 4 to 10? Like 6. Why isn't the chat if you understand what I'm doing here? And how much is 8 to 10? Like 2. So you see, you have 2 and 6 going backwards on this side. And if I wanna really show like it balancing, I can show like this is off the mean, so this is negative, you know, from the mean, which is 10, and this is adding on 2 to the mean. So I need an addition of 6 to the mean here. Oh, it is actually 16. So the answer is, for real, D. D. So you need sleep. Always. Wi-Fi is buffer here in Jamaica as well. Yeah, some Jamaican students just tell me problems with flow in Jamaica too. Right. So that's this method. That's that kind of, this is quick. This is like quick. Like you do this in mind 4, 6, 2. Alright, we need an additional 6 to the 10, 16. Bam, you reach the answer already. So, but if you don't have that method, this is the way you can do it. 4 plus 8 plus x plus 12 add up the individual, divide by 4, you're supposed to get 10. This is how you find mean. Add up the individuals, divide by the number of variables, data, whatever frequency you have there, and it should equal the mean. So I can just bring this 4 across and that'll be 40. It means 4 plus 8 plus x plus 12 must be equal to 4 times 10, because it's dividing here when it come across and multiply. So that's 40. So x is going to be x plus, let's add the numbers. That's 24 is equal to 40. So we can clearly see here the missing number is 16. 16 and 24 make 40. X is equal to 40 minus 24 equals 16. So whatever method you're using, whatever float in your boat. Now if you do the first method, it's good to come back after you finish the paper and check it through with this kind of algebra method. Nice, nice. So this is the straightforward algebra, how you find the mean, follow the rules, obey the rules method, right? 16. Now so people asking to explain the seesaw method again. What I'm saying is the mean is 10. Okay, think of it like this. If I have 3, 4, and 5, what the mean will be? 4. The middle number, it will be 4, because 3 plus 4 plus 5 is, I don't know what it is. That's 12. 12 divided by 2 is, no, sorry. 3 plus, yeah, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So the mean is 4. But the seesaw method is like setting up the mean here and seeing how much you go backwards here. You go backwards 1 and you go forward 1. So it balancing. Like if this was 7, the mean can't be 4 because it go forward 3. The mean will be, I don't know what it will be. It'll be a little further up. So in other words, I'm trying to balance it in my mind. So I'm saying like 10 is here. They gave us a number more than 10 and they gave us 2 numbers less than 10. How much less is 8? 8 is 2 less. And how much less is 4? 6. How much more is 12? 2. So it means I need an additional 6 on this side on the 10 to get it to balance. So it's like 16. So now I'm sure that when I add up these numbers and divide by 4, drop in the middle, they're going to be 10. The man cussing me. I curse? I didn't curse. I had to go back and check. So feeling for a 15 minutes break. Hey, Josiah, are you here? Let's go on to the next questions. I think we have about 20 questions today. Boom. So this question, the question I'm about to bring is a question that plagues students year after year for CSEC. This type of question. So let's see what happens. Or somebody else cuss? Yeah. So this is more kind of intuitive, kind of quick method. You want to double the method I just showed you, but you want to double check it using the other method when you finish. So let's get the answer for 13. Hey, welcome to the break squad. Yeah, you need to give somebody a little initiation there. Somebody asks how I get 40. Yeah, multiply the 10 by 4 because it's 4 numbers is equal to 10 divided by 4. So I need to bring across the 4 everything to multiply. What is the missing interval? 13B. Break squad present. What is the missing interval? Hey, I'm missing some frequencies from inside there. Let me see if I had frequencies inside. Yo, I had some frequencies inside there. Now I need to go and find where this question is now. Why? So I wrote this question down somewhere. And it's gone. I mean, you could, right, I get it. You could do this, you could still do the question now, eh? Boom, it's 347. 347. I need to fix that. These numbers were given as well, because you'll need those numbers for the next thing. 13. Well, just give me 1 second to just put in those numbers one time before I forget. Always do things now when you could do it now. You do it now policy 347 347. CTRL-S is shortcut for save. What is the missing interval? The missing interval 20 to 25, right? Is it? No, not to 25. You're going one less than the 20 to 24, 20 to 24. D. So that's the missing interval. Easy thing. But don't get mixed up with anything there, right? Let's get the other parts of this question. Click on the wrong thing. Open back this one. Ting. What are the boundaries of the first class? That's the next question. Hang on for the answers. What are the boundaries of the first class? Maybe I could snap this little graph thing here and put him on the next page so that we can watch the graph all the time, well, the table all the time, and just feel good about ourselves. I don't know. So bring him up there. He will go small in the corner or so. Hopefully you could see. This is just for like a quick reference purposes. You never seen that, but fight up now. So what are the boundaries of the first class? $14. What's the answer for 14? $9.5, 14.5. Right, so you see what 14C, yes, what Ren and all them other people saying, that's correct. Boundaries, let's talk a little bit about that. The interval is like this. That's like what they give you. They give you what, 9 and 14? Nah, I don't think it's 9 and 14 they give you. 10 and 14, right? 10 and 14. So that's your interval. This is actually called your class limits, your upper limit and lower limit. So these are your limits. But if you want to go a little further, so I don't know if this have any application, but maybe your parents might say, boy, you tested me and you're reaching the limit. You're reaching the limit. But even you, between me and you know when you reach the limit, you still have a little more you could go with your parents before you cross the boundary. The boundary is the real killer. Can I get some amen in the chat? Right? So the boundaries is the little extra now, the extra zones. So that is 14.5 there, and this is 9.5 there. So if there was a number that came here, like 14.4, 14.4 actually belongs in this class. It actually belongs in this class interval. If it was 14.5, we'd have to send it to the next class interval. But since it's 14.4, we'll put him in the 10 to 14 bracket. Because even though he crossed the limit, he didn't cross the boundary. So the boundaries are like extended. The boundaries touch each other. In other words, this upper boundary here, this is the upper boundary for this class. This upper boundary is actually the lower boundary for the next class. The next class is 15 to whatever it was, 19. 15 to 19 was the next class. But the next class boundary would be 14.5 to 19.5. Why is in the chat if you understand that? So when they ask you for boundaries, and they do a lot, they'll try to test the difference between class limits. Let me turn on the light again, kind of dark inside here. When they ask you this question, you're ready for them. So this is boundary. When they ask limit, they actually just want like 10 and 14. What is sum f? People say 4 more. No. I'm only doing one question. One question. This is a revision session just to prep you for exams. That's what the book is about. The book is not a do a million question. It's not a textbook. Right? Book is questions. The book is not. By the way, anybody who thinking it's a miracle book, I mean it is a miracle book. Cohen Springer write it. But if you're thinking it's a super miracle book that you can just not know no maths at all and just go and get a book and just get one, you're crossing the boundary. You're not crossing the limit. Don't cross the. You can cross the limit, but don't cross the boundary. Right? You're starting to cross the boundary there. I had to have a little foundation to work with. What is the sum of F? The book is, I am compiling all of this that we are doing into a multiple choice book, all topics for CSEC maths. That will be out on June the 1st. Right? So, and you just buy that book, have all the answers, revise that the week before the exam. You set. What is the sum of F? Sum of F? Sum of F means, you should know that this sigma, this sign here is sigma, S-I-G-M-E. Like fig with a S. So sig and ma, like ma and pa. So sigma. Sigma, this symbol means sum of anything that comes after. So sum of F. So the sum of the frequencies is 14. So D na. So 15 is D. So does it have working? The question mark will have all the answers, and it is the only book in the Caribbean that I would have the working available in video format, free online, because we're doing it now. So you could come back and watch different workings from different parts of the book, and I will be doing it again, because there'll be more questions there are more questions that I put in different topics when I skim through the syllabus, go back through my memory, you know. Before exam, I'll be using the book, because I'm going to do other subjects after I finish with maths. Like next week and thing, I'll be doing ad maths, pure maths, chem, them kind of thing. But when we coming back up close to maths exam, I'll be using my same book to revise through everything in some really nice long sessions, maybe a 4-hour session, them kind of thing. It's work. This is the 3rd year now I'm doing this, 6 exams, right? Because January, May is work. What is the, but it's the first year I'm putting it as a book. Let me get the next set of questions. The next question is just to make sure that you understand the process for finding the mean of group data. By the way, this is called grouped data. The data isn't single. The data is grouped. Right? It's not like a raw 1-by-1 data. Group data. 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24. Group data. So, how do you find the mean of group data? I just showed you how to find the mean of ungrouped data. Like this. How you'd find the mean of 4, 5, 6, 7. If you have 3 of them, 4 of them, to find the mean, you need to add up all the different things. And I hope you remember what we do. We did the 4/3, then we did the 5/4, add up all, divide, ting, pow. This data is grouped. So how do we find the mean of this? You need to at least know how to do it. Because I feel CSEC can ask you a question that requires you to show that you have the knowledge of how to do it. So what's the question that I gave? Zug, 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 zug. I need to take some more exercise, but I went on by Palmis Park there and running up and down and them kind of thing. Shooting video and thing, and I'm feeling it. And I take some more exercise before I end up like my good friend, Beanie Man. Don't want to reach the Beanie Man category. Right? I see a video with Beanie Man jogging up and down the hill. And somebody drilling him. Are you that guy? He train a ball against the wall, catching it back. He had to get on my belly. But that clash was heavy, boy. That was a clash of titans. Which of the following methods can be used to find the mean age? So to find the mean of in a situation like this, what would you do? Would you, let me see if I could pull up the little diagram here. Back again. So it's so shady. Thing clash bad man. So how do we get the book? The book will be available. Oh, what's the questions about the book? No, it's not hard copy, it's an ebook. I would not have time to get a publisher and them kind of thing. So ebook, download, PDF, do what you have to do. No, don't do what you have to do. Don't do what you have to do. Don't, right? So where to get the book, thing. No. As soon as the book is out, you'll see me talking about it on YouTube. Most likely you go on my website, cohenspringer.com, and I'll just have a purchase page and you just buy it there. Right? I'm in big. How do I get the book? So it'll be it'll be an ebook. So you'll be able to watch it on your phone, computer, tablet, pow. Yeah? Nice. So how are we going to find the mean? So people saying B. People saying B. Just B. Find the average of each class, which is impossible. Then sum up and divide the number by the problem here is you can't find the average of each class. Maybe you mean find the average of the 10 and 14, which is yes, what you need to do, but that's not the average. The average of each class insinuates that you could find the average of these numbers here, but you don't know what these numbers are. You just know that there were 3 numbers between 10 and 14. They didn't specify what the numbers were. So the answer is not B. You can't find the average of each class. Deduce which age category has the highest frequency. That don't make no sense. We're trying to find mean. Add up the upper limit of the class boundaries. No. Upper limit adding up. We don't do that for nothing. The only time we use upper limit, frequency polygon. Shucks, I forget the question on frequency polygon. It will be in the book earlier. So the frequency polygon is where we use that upper boundary thing. But we don't add it up. That's just to draw the graph. Find the sum of the median of each class interval. That's correct. So 10 and 14 is 24 divided by 2, so it's 12. You understand what I'm doing here? We call this X bar, meaning like the median of the ages. 15 and 19 is, I don't know what that is. The median will be 17, right? Because it will be 34 divided by 2, 17. This median here will be 22. And when you get these numbers, multiply them by the frequency. And I did this on a public YouTube video some time ago. F bar, FX bar. This is CSEC syllabus. Anybody remember it? Let me see some Y's in the chat so everybody know this is real. This is CSEC syllabus. I mean, if you had paper 2, we'd be going through this in depth. So you multiply, so like you get 12 by 3, 36, and 4 by 17. Nobody asks you to do that. And once you get this, you add up that. So you want the sum, and this is the actual formula. And then you're going to divide by the sum of F. This is the formula for finding the mean of group data. Nice. I've seen plenty Y's. That comforted me. So yes, so the instruction is find the sum of the median of each class interval multiplied by their respective frequency. So it's the median of each class interval multiplied by their respective frequency. You're finding the sum of that. Then divide this by the sum of the frequency, which is that. And that's how you find the mean. So take that in your pipe and smoke it. Actually, we don't promote smoking on this channel. Strike that from the handset. It's number 16, number 17. So number 17 is a little dash of probability. These questions taking long while, a whole hour pass already. I wanted to finish an hour. I have things to do. How you feeling? How you feeling? I do a country shout out on my Instagram the other day, meaning this morning. In a class of 20 students, 12 are girls. What are the probability that a student chosen at random is a boy? So talk to the men, please. They're cussing. Okay, let's scroll up. The men overdo it. I didn't see any cussing. So Spanish cussing. Message retracted. Spanish. Spanish. Please explain again. Now it's going too fast. What part of it you didn't understand? The multiple choice book, I will see if I can put it on Amazon too, but if you could buy something on Amazon, you could buy the multiple choice book. It will be on an online shopping, e-commerce, one of those e-books kind of thing. So it will be easy to get. Once you have PayPal, credit card set up, real easy. Even if you don't, just get somebody to do it for you. B. So Spanish, because I need it. And Spanish, just saying quiet. Quiet. Cassidy, if she I don't know Spanish, that boy again. If they cuss but Spanish from the student hub, Spanish would not do me that. Spanish would disgrace the name of the student hub by doing that. I refuse to believe this. 17 is B. In a class of 20 students, 12 are girls. What are the probability that a student chosen at random is a boy? So that's 8 over 20. B. That was like, they didn't even break it down. What kind of easy question is that? Why I had that question up so long for? Let's go on and do the pie chart question now. So, CSEC has been showing some love to pie charts recently. So let's reciprocate and show some love back to, not to CSEC. We ain't showing no love to CSEC. We're showing some love to the pie chart. Alright, so he actually didn't curse. Alright, Ali, alright. Now you focus on the work. The pie chart shows the preference of. Oh God. Cassie time once. Cassie, I don't think she cursing. I don't know if these men trolling or not. You can untime back out. I don't even know how to do it. I think once it's done, it's done. Alright, Spanish, you just get detention. Don't worry, it's 300 seconds. Move my head. Oh, sorry. What is the probability? Let me see if my head already ready. Yeah, what is the probability that a student chosen at random prefers milk? Oh, we need to see B as well. Yeah, I think they were trolling. Alia, show some behavior, please. Put some respect on your name. The pie chart shows the difference, the preference of different drinks. For students, answer question 18 and 19 based on the pie chart. AC is a diameter, meaning it going straight through the center. Angle AOB is 120. What is the probability that a student in a random likes milk? That boy needs milk. 120 over 360, that is it? 120 degrees over 360, what is that? One third. So 120 over 360 is 1/3. So instead of writing 1/3, they write it in terms of percentage. So 33 and a third, 1/3. D. Answers. 120 degrees, 360 degrees in a circle. Milk is this little 120 here. So you put the 120 is like a fraction. Probability is like fractions in the limit. This is the desired outcome over the total possible outcomes. Fun stuff. Let's get 19. 19 is based off of the same pie chart. Put some respect on all your name. Why I keep clicking the same photo? Not that one, this one. Rambo, that is enough. Actually, Rambo. All the time on Rambo. Oh, you say about forget that now, because you say about forget that now. But if you're still feeling timeout, just let me know. I get you the timeout. Just for kicks. If 12 students prefer chocolate, then the total number of students is what? Let me get back that pie chart on this side. So I'm going to take a screenshot of the pie chart and put him on the next slide too. So you can turn in pages. This feels so lame, remember? Like when you're in a book and you have to turn the page back and back and back and back. Or like you're doing a problem and the question go on the next page. Somehow I just don't like that. Bam. Okay, yeah. See how nice this class is, are we in the 21st century. I can't see the answers scroll up. Oh, Chenille in the pass. Chenille in the pass. 19B, someone says. That was fast. If 12 students prefer chocolate, how many students in all? Yeah, that's correct. That was it could be fast. So the 12 students prefer chocolate, right? 12. You could figure out that this is 60 degrees because remember they said AC is a diameter. AC goes straight through. So this means this is 180, so we can know that this is 60 degrees. So you're telling me that 12 students make up 60 degrees? How many degrees in a circle? 60 degrees equal 12 students, you saying? So how many in 360? 6 by 6 is, so 360 is 12 times 6. 12 times 6. 12 times 6 is 72. So that's how they get 72. And let's move. We reached to the last, oh my gosh, I didn't do 20 questions actually, we did 25 questions. My bad. And I still have the question and frequency polygon to add in as well. I think that is it. So we're coming down to the end here, people. Holy fort. I feel in the burn myself. Or it could just be the exercise. $360 is 12 times 6. I should put this kind of arrow there. 360 is, why did you look here? U high? Oh, well, I think the U high wasn't really called for. I'm middle height. I'm sitting on this chair here. What it means is that 60 degrees represents 12 students. So 360 degrees represents 12 times 6 students. So it's like different sides. Maybe if I put students here. And if you notice, I put degrees here, but this is a number. So yeah. I can even put the equal sign back and it will still be correct mathematically. Because this represents students. Why isn't the chat if all you understand this question? Make your book say you had to turn back. The only book that you had to turn back is a scroll. Make it a scroll. Imagine if your textbook is a scroll. Hold on. That is vibes. Roll out your scrolls. Please roll out your scrolls. Let me get some answers for 20. Where did 6 come from? How much times 60 could go into this? 360. So you really enjoy teaching? Yeah. Although sometimes you have some people who could really test how much you really enjoy teaching. Oh, I read the message late? No. I get the message instantaneously. You get my stream late. So that's why I'm in the pass. 20C. If the mean of the numbers 2x, 3x, 4x, 3x is 12, so mean add up these solars, and if you add up these solars, you get 12. Then the sum of the numbers is what? Alright. No, not add up and you get 12. Add up, divide by 4 and you get 12. This is similar to what we was doing before. So 2x plus 3x plus 4x plus 3. I wonder if that's supposed to be 5 or 3, but I hope there's not typo in a Kirby Springer. 5. Let me work with the 3 first. And 4 12s are 48. Yeah, man. Trust yourself, man. Trust the heart of the cards. And 12. Yeah, this is looking good. 12x. 12x. So x is equal to. Well, actually, nobody cares about what x is equal to. You want to get the sum. The sum is 48, which is C. C. 20C. Well done, Josiah, Ford, Cassie, Kyle, Omri, all the other people who say C. Most people say C. 21, Ren says A. So if the mean is the same setup again, same setup. If the mean of the numbers 2x, 3x, 4x, and 3x is 12, then the value of x is. Well, we are reaching to 12x. I think we are reaching to 12x is equal to 48. So therefore, x is equal to 48 divided by 12, which is 4. So 21, sorry, is E. Why isn't he trying to follow a good day? So you used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! I watch a little bit. Any updates from CSEC? There's this thing from UE, there's an update for upper 6 students, and then there's this something I was talking to Mika. If I go live on Instagram later, I'll be talking about the update. Because it's a small update. But it's important nevertheless. I'll let you finish these questions now. I'm feeling like I want to drop down right now. Feeling like I could cap out. "120 students wrote an exam. 100 are expected to pass. The probability of a randomly selected student failing." Oh, I thought my English was in a mess, but that's safe. Now you get some answers for 22. How you all getting A? LMAO, wrong peeps. Okay, Darian is laughing at us. Let's double check this. So you need some Starbucks. Nah, not when I look like this. You're trying to kill me by asking how much the book will cost. Between 100 to 150. I don't know the exact price when they add on values and things. 22A. So most people saying 22A. If the mean of just double checking this for the sake of Darian. Nah, this looking good enough. 3, 3, 6, 6, 6x. 12x is equal to 48. That is Zion crying in the background. So 120 students, 100 expected to pass, 20 expected to fail. Probability that random person failing. So this is the desired outcome. This is the total possible outcomes. 22 to 1/6. 1/6. Okay, yeah, 1/6. A graph 23. What's the answer for 23? Can I get some answers? We can live. Some people see like 241 people online and be like, I can't resist it. I can't resist it. I have to share my IG. I have to share my ID handle. But as soon as somebody just make it available. What? My Ren and Cassie working overtime. As soon as YouTube see that you're sharing your Instagram handle, they be like, nah, we ain't gonna let that comment pass through. But I don't mind, you could feel free to share handle if somebody wanna follow you, they follow you. So please explain cumulative frequency. We'll touch on it a little bit and not going too in depth. The graph is called a ogive. I forget the pronunciation. I don't know whether it's J or G, right? But that word. That is what the graph is called. Linear line, no. Parabola. That's quadratic. Parabola is for quadratic. Dispersion, that is not, I don't know what that is. Dispersion, not talking about how things are dispersed. So it is A. So if they bring that word, because this word popping up in your syllabus, and as I said, they're going to make sure you know all the words that pop up, because very likely in your multiple choice you might see some weird words popping and they want to test if you know the word. If you never see the word in your life, you never watch the syllabus in its entirety. So we're gonna finish with some cumulative frequency here. It will take a little while. I'll hold on, hold strong. Two more questions to go. Two more questions to go. So it's kind of small. I wonder if this could work. But why is in the chat if you're seeing that? You're not seeing D. Somebody tell me scroll up just now. It's not nothing to scroll here. Now. You just take the picture and put it there. You don't scroll. So, yeah. I seen people comment who was blocked again, come back on and them kind of thing. Yeah, I definitely will be doing physics for CSEC later on, coming up to exams. Alright, I've seen wise. Zoom squad, you might need to actually zoom in. The graph shows the cumulative frequency of marks in an exam scored by 200 students of a form. The exam was out of 60. We can estimate the median mark. Median means middle. People say in 24 D and B. D and B are the two answers. Those are the two answers we get all the time. Yup. As a teacher, those are the answers we get. So one of them is correct. One of them is wrong. Let me learn you something. What's going on with Zai? Yeah, so we say, let me teach you. No, let me learn you. Let me learn you this. Let me learn you this. Let me learn you this, people. You see 100? That's not the median. 100 is not the median. 100 is where the median occurs. Correct? Correct. Because you use the cumulative frequency 200 and you come down to the middle number 100. Excellent work, my friends. Excellent. But don't go and put 100. That's not the final answer. You need to do so and draw across. Because they're asking you the median mark. What you're seeing here, frequency. What you're seeing here, mark. You want the mark. So you need to draw across that 100 so and swing him down so. And that looking like 35. I can take that 34. So that's what you want to do for your exam. These kind of questions in cumulative frequency is what they test all the time. All the time. Maybe I should say it again. These teams of questions, Caribbean students and Caribbean examination bodies love to test these questions all the time. Twice a year. Right? So, vibes this question and make sure you can do it well. Last question. Now, if you want to know the full details of cumulative frequency, I did an edited video, meaning not me talking to the live, so it'll be quick and straight to the point. Just look up cumulative frequency Kerwin Springer on YouTube and you're good to go. So what is the interquartile range of the max? What is the interquartile range of the max? Maybe I could just superimpose that question here, like this. So small him up. Nice. Right, so what is the interquartile range of the max? This is taboo. So I try to talk Jamaican patois. Read and observe. 134 is the equilibrium point. Say what? That is not what I said. Books are going to be soft copy. Oh, so people, let's be touching now. You're just asking questions that we. Q3 minus Q1, that's correct. But, no, you have to do it. So explain interquartile. No problem, Kian. No problem at all. So let me say we had some values. 5, 10, 20, 30. 31. 1. 32. So these are the readings we get from somewhere. Pay attention earlier. We are on the last question. Hold it down. So you want to find the median. How we do it is this. We sit in the wing and the bam. Right? So look, tuck, tick, tack, boom. You end up with the median. Quartiles are like the median of the median. So since this is the middle here, to find the quartile of this first, the median of this first part, we find in the quartile. So we might say that the quartile is in between the 5 and the 10, right? Right here. Fair enough. So I'm saying that there's a quartile here, which means like this is the big boy here, that's the median, and the median of the median, that's like Q1. So the median we'll call that Q2 because there are 4 quarters, right? So the upper quartile now will be Q3. And Q4 is like top boy, so we don't really care about it. We don't care. So these are the quartiles that CSEC shows a lot of love to. The median, the lower quartile, and the upper quartile, or the first quartile and the third quartile, not the fourth and third. So these quartiles indicate a little bit about the spread of your variables. It indicates a little bit about the spread of your variable. It tells you a little bit about the spread of your variable. Because if it's high, it means the variable kind of spread all over the place. If it's low, it's close to the median, close to the mean. Yeah, nice. So Q1, so what we do something called the interquartile range, which means you take away the Q3 minus the Q1. So you find out the range. So how do we do that on the interquartile range? How do we do that here? You need to find the quarters here. So we already established how we find in the median, which is not useful for us right now. We already do that. That's the median, bam. Now the quartile is 200. Normally you say n plus 1 divided by 4. But for all intents and purposes, you're just averaging here 200 divided by 4, 50. 50 look about, 50 don't look here, so 50 look 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 50 look about there. So, I mean, when they give you graphs in CSEC, they give you a grid. The graph will be on a grid, so you'll be able to get it exactly. Yeah. Wings, zap. Maybe a little, maybe I could do a little better than that. Zap, zap. Now, important that you draw him so you can get the range here. Don't go and get the range and say 50 here. That's the Q1. We already established that Q2 is 100. We don't care for that. Q3 now will be the 150. That 150 margin there. Because that's like third. So quarter is like you're dividing the frequency into 4 parts. Class tomorrow. Tomorrow is class every day except Sunday. Every day. We do this every day. Try to take over your grades. So 150, about there, so we swing him across like that, zwap, zwap, and then you swing him down, so zwap. Looking like he's dropping a little before the 40. I don't know. I have a tool on this that allows me to draw a straight line, but I still with this thing, straight line. In my mind, I feel like I seen a very let me look at the answers. 10, yeah. I was going to say 10. About that 10. About that 10 isn't. So the interquartile range between marks is 10. If you're a bit confused, ask questions. I answer in specific questions. So you're not using the actual values. So yes, the actual value here would be like maybe like what? 29, 28, somewhere around there. And this is like 39. So the interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. 39 minus 29 equal 10. There's an interquartile range of 10 between the maths. Ask specific questions. See how I answer Nathan's question, eh? Ask something specific if you don't understand. How you get 150? 150 is 3/4 of the frequency. Remember, to find this is the formula. N plus 1 over 4. That's the first quartile. But we could ignore the 1 as 200 value. So it's like 200 over 4 is 50. So this is where your first quartile is. Sometimes you use N over 4. Like sometimes there's this case with even numbers. And there's some clauses with that. So, and I have seen, I always say this, I have seen CSEC use a formula N over 4 in one paper and then use a formula N plus 1 over 4 in another paper. So don't let that hurt up your head. There's a range of acceptable values. You wouldn't get it wrong. So anyhow, the quarter is like a split 200 into quarters. 200 into quarters. That's how we get the 100 as the median, 50 as the Q1, and 150 as Q3 quarters. So you always divide by the total by 4. Yes, if you want to find like Q1, I was just explaining that. So 200 divided by 4 is 50. That's Q1. Sometimes it's N plus 1 divided by 4. Go and check my video on cumulative frequency. Go and check my videos on quartiles. So let me bring for exam. Okay, alright. Pass rate. Can you explain how you get the 39 minus 21? Well, the 39 came out, so I take the 150 and bring it to the curve, special name for that ogive, whatever it is, and you just bring it down using a straight line, using your ruler. And where it hits here, that's like 39. And where it hits here, that's like 29. This is actually, now this is the location of Q3 in the frequency. The actual Q3 value is 39 max. That is your upper quartile value in terms of max. Your lower quartile value in terms of max is 29. Does CSEC ask questions on this? You better believe it. You better believe it, right? So you need to know median, interquartile range in these kind of graphs. So I don't know. When this is done, if you're still having problems, soak it in again. I explained it to the 9 question already. Okay. Thanks so much, sir. I guess Swagman out there. Alright, Charlie. So look out. We're nearing down to the end here of maths. We have vectors and matrices to talk about. I think that's about it, vectors, matrices, some functions and things. We do most everything already. It is nice. It's sweat nice. And if you think we're done after we done maths, think again. After we finish maths, we're going to rock some other subjects. So we'll do. By the way, this jersey now white. This jersey blue. But see, it's see-through. Because again, pick up in the blue screen. Is there such a thing as an outer quartile? I don't know. I never hear about that in my life. Upper quartile. UPPER. After we done the maths, we're going to do things. We're going to do things. We're going to do things. Background looking real bad. I had to be real idle to be doing this on a live video. Yes. So semi-interquartile range. The semi-interquartile range is simple. You take your interquartile range and divide it by 2. So the semi-interquartile range here is 5. Right? Add maths. So after we finish maths, which might finish in the next 4 or 5 days, we're going into the land of add maths, we're going into the land of pure maths, we're going into the land of physics, chem. We might be doing it interchangeable. Have a great night, people. Blessings. Ting, ting, ting. Man, sure enough. Bless up. Right. Yes, this is the Sultan behavior. So I think that is it there. 211 people are rolling out. So So, you doing any bio, P1s? If not, what bio? Yeah, we get touch a little bio. But they are just search CXE bio now. I posted a while ago. I think it's CXE bio teacher. I forget her name. This was a great session. Bless. Lessons, Antonio. Nice. Big up thing. People rolling out. Bye, boys and girls. Bye. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy, Tuppy. Yeah, boy. All right, Talia. Be blessed. Enjoy the rest of your day. Tune into our church live stream. Take some prayer meeting. Pray for yourself.